In this video, we are reviewing how to simplify expressions involving negative exponents. So to start, let's review negative exponents. So if I have x to the negative fifth, so what that means is this is going to go to the bottom of the fraction, so the base and the exponent all go together. So this started on the top of the fraction, I'm going to move it to the bottom, so this becomes x to the fifth. When you move it, the negative goes away, and then on top I just have 1 as a placeholder. So if I had y to the negative 3, it'd be the same idea. All of this is going to go to the bottom of the fraction. And then there's 1 as a placeholder on top. Okay, so let's do a. So a is 3 to the fifth times 3 to the negative 2. So just like I was saying in the examples, because this has a negative exponent, it's going to go to the bottom of the fraction over here. And then now that I have it with no negative exponents, I'm just going to do it like we did last chapter. So 3 to the fifth is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. There's 5 of them. On the bottom, I have 2 of them. And then now, because I have a 3 on top and a 3 on the bottom, 3 divided by 3 is 1, so I can cancel those out. I can do it one more time. And now I'm left with 3 to the third power, because there's 3 3's right here. So on these, you're just trying to get rid of the negative exponent, and then you're just going to simplify from there. All right, so for b, same idea. If I have y to the negative 2, that means that this is going to go to the bottom of the fraction. So this turns into 1 over y squared. Remember that negative gets thrown away. And then I'm still going to have the same as before. It's still going to be raised to the third power because it was raised to the third over here. Okay, and then now I know I have this 3 different times. So 1 over y squared is 1 over y times y. And again, I need to do that 3 different times. Okay, and then let's just count up what we have. So on top, I have 1 times 1 times 1, which is just 1. And on the bottom, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1 over y to the sixth. And when you have these, you want to make sure that you don't leave any negative exponents in your answers. You always want to have positive exponents. Okay, so again, you're just expanding. You're getting rid of the negative exponent and then just expanding and simplifying. All right, so for c, same idea. So this time the w to the negative 2 is on the bottom. So just like on a and b, if it was on the top, it went to the bottom. But now because it's on the bottom, it's going to flip up to the top. So this is going to look like w to the fourth times w to the second, and there's just 1 as a placeholder underneath. So again, you can see that w to the negative 2 started on the bottom. Well, now it flipped to the top, and there is no negative exponent here because we get rid of it. And then now if I was going to expand this, w to the fourth is w times w times w times w. And then w to the second is w times w. So now I'm just going to count up how many w's. So I have w to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that 1 on the bottom we don't really need because anything divided by 1 is just itself. So w to the 6 would be the final answer. And on these, there are shortcuts that you can use if you want to use them. So on A, for these ones, we had 3 to the fifth and 3 to the negative 2. So whenever you have two numbers where they both have a base of the same number, you can just add the exponent. So here, I'm just going to add these two numbers. So I still have 3 as my base, and then 5 plus negative 2 would be positive 3. And that's the same answer that we got over here. All right, so for B, the pattern on these problems is that I'm going to multiply these exponents right here. And notice how this is different than A because 3 doesn't have a base over here, it's just an exponent. So B is that you have a power to a power. So in this situation, like I said, I'm just going to multiply the exponents. So I multiply these two, and negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And that's the same thing that we got over here again. Oh, sorry, I got y to the negative 6, but when I fix it, it would be 1 over y to the 6th. All right, and last one. So the shortcut on C is that, remember when it's a fraction, I'm going to subtract the exponent. So here's my original problem. And again, I'm going to subtract these. So I do 4 minus, but it's a negative 2 on the bottom. And remember, when you're subtracting a negative, you're actually adding. And so this ends up being 4 plus 2, which is 6. So our answer is w to the 6. And again, that's the same thing I got over here.